This tree or plant you can see on your screen, and I'm just standing under one of them, is no other tree than Astoni Boni tree. Astoni Boni tree. It is one of the most effective and very, very powerful tree God has ever created. And because of that, it is popularly known as God's tree. God's tree. Here in Ghana, we popularly call it, or we call it Nyame. Nyame. It is a giant tree which normally, grows in a what? In a thick rain forest. But luckily we have just gotten it just along the street. And even with that, you can see it is not just growing any bigger. But when you go to the deep forest, sometimes you see them growing very, very gigantic. You understand? Now, in today's video, what I seek to do is that I am going to show you one of its benefits, especially the tree bark. Come and let me show you. If you know someone who is suffering from epilepsy or convulsion, you can use the tree bark, the bark of this powerful plant or powerful tree to treat the person. I normally get this request under my post that, doctor, when are you going to talk about epilepsy? When are you going to show us? When are you going to introduce something that we can use to treat epilepsy? And today I have decided to show you or to run you through some of the benefits of this giant tree, or how you can use the tree bark of this. Come and show it to them. How you can use the bark of this tree to treat to treat epilepsy or convulsion. Convulsion is a neurotransmitter, or is a neurotransmitter disorder. It is a disease, or it is a condition which normally affects the neurotransmitters of the brain. When the brain sends in a task or a command for the body to do, sometimes the message which has been disposed by the brain normally goes through a wrong path, therefore emanating or exhibiting or allowing the person to do something different. If the brain want you to touch this tree, when the brain sends in the signal or sends out the signal, instead of you to touch the tree, because you have this neurotransmitter issues, the message will just bypass somewhere, and then you'll be doing something different. That is what we call convulsion. And this condition has been affecting millions of people across the world. But God has not, left us in this. God has given us something we can use to treat ourselves with. And among those things we can use, or herbs we can use to treat ourselves, is the tree bark, or the bark of this powerful tree, God's tree, or Nyame. Botanically, it is called Astoni Boni. Astoni Boni. So when you come, all you need to do is to come. All you need to do is to just come to the tree. Don't speak to it, okay? Just come to the tree. Then you harvest the bark, the tree bark, like you can see. When you harvest the tree bark, you will see a very whitish latex coming out from it. This white latex too has, another benefit. If you know someone who is having any form of cut, okay, maybe a knife has just cut you and blood is oozing out, you can just pick the latex of the tree bark like this, apply it onto the cut. Immediately, within some few seconds, the blood will stop coming. It has a blood clot property, or a blood clotting property. Immediately, as soon as you apply it on it, the blood will stop, coming. That is the benefit of the latex. Now, you just try to pick out the tree bark like this, as you can see. Okay, you pick as many as you want. Bring it home, okay, then you can dry it. Having dried it up, you can start, boiling it and be giving it to the person who is suffering from the convulsion, or who is suffering from the epilepsy. Epilepsy, as I said, is a deadly disease. It is a very serious health condition, and it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter your age, okay, it can affect anybody at any time in life. whether young or old. So when a person finds him or herself in such a situation, or if you know someone who is suffering from that, please go look for the God's tree. Here in Ghana, we call it Nyame, Astoni Boni, Astoni Boni, or Astonia Boni, Astonia Boni. That is the scientific name. Having gotten the tree back, as many as you want, you dried it up. After it has been dried up, you then transfer everything into your cooking pot, depending on the quantity and then the amount you have been able to get. You can then pour onto it at least 1 liter to 1.5 liters of water. Start boiling it. Let it boil on fire on a low heat for at least 10 to 15 minutes. After 10 to 15 minutes, you cool it off fire. Then you allow it to cool down. Then you can start giving it to the person. Give the person 1 cup of this tea. If the person is, let's say, below 17 years, half cup of the tea in the morning, half in the afternoon, half in the evening. If the person is above 18 years, an adult, 1 teacup in the morning, 1 teacup in the afternoon, 1 teacup in the evening. Whilst giving the person, the orthodox, whatever orthodox medicine the person is taking, you need to also, include this herbal remedy into the person's medicine or into the person's medication. And I can assure you that within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months upwards, you see that the episode the person will be having will be reducing. Because I know some people or some epileptic people or patients, they normally get 5 episodes a day. Some even get more than 5. But I can give you an assurance that the moment you begin to give the person this decoction or this infusion, the episode will begin to be reducing, and gradually, one day you realize that the person will go throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month without having any episode, which will which will give an indication that indeed the person is having its healing. God is so wonderful. God is so merciful. That is why he named this tree God's tree. This tree has no other name than God's tree. Apart from its botanical name, it is called God's tree. So it is a tree which belongs to God. In fact, all the herbs and then the trees belongs to God because he created them. But this particular one, he named this particular one after him. God's tree. In Ghana here, we call it Nyame Dua. Nyame Dua. Nyame means God. Dua means tree. God's tree. Kindly copy the link of this video, share to your friends, your family, and people around you. If you haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please kindly do so. Subscribe. Just click onto the subscribe button and then you click onto the notification bell and select all, so that anytime we bring you videos like this, you'll be the very first person to get notified. And like this video and then be part of us. And until I see you again in the next video, have a great day and take good care of yourself.